Dear God, on this 158th day of my awesome abstinence with commitment journey and the second day of this special visit with my daddy, I thank you so much because I get to muse on how I express love. Ephesians 1, First Ephesians chapter 4 verse 2 tells us to be completely humble and gentle and patient with one another. Oh my goodness, the way I have learned about expressing love during this second trip, during this second day of my visit with my dad, how I got here yesterday and he out of love came to pick me up from the back and we got home. And I met the cats and I met the children and I just set out, to prepare breakfast for the kids before they went to school, and how the cat had a good time to eating some bread and sardine. And yeah, although I was tired, I didn't sleep immediately. I cleaned up the kitchen. I love to clean, of course, and I'm the only woman in the house, so I did all of that. That is a way to show love. I don't need to open my mouth to say I love you. I don't need to hug. You have to express love in the way the other person is going to receive the love. And after that, well, my cousin did some fever grass. We call it lemongrass in English, right? And I love that. And I had a big mug. And then, well, it was time to do what? Step out with dad, right? I love going around with my daddy. We don't need to say much to each other, and I put on daddy's clothes and I felt so cozy in them. And that's a love language. We are talking about it. Love languages are not only for Eros love. The world has made it look like love is only about man and woman and eroticism and all of those things. No. How do you love yourself? How do you love your father? How do you love your children? How do you love your mother? How do you love your friends? How do you love your pets and all of that? And in a way that they can receive that love. How do you love the rooster? I saw this rooster, the king of the compound, right? And then we went around with that, and I just appreciated the way he was doing the kind of things he used to do even when I was a kid, right? Stopping and bargaining and buying stuff. And I was just so happy to see this out of mine. She had just turned a year older a few days ago. So yes, I went to wish her happy birthday, and I participated on this webinar organized by the Global Mental Health Care Network on maternal mental health. I do have a lot about experience about that. Then I went to the market, the village market, to get some vegetables, some cabbage and stuff to come and cook food for us. I wasn't obliged to, yes, but that's an act of love. That's a way of expressing love to them, that I have come and I really want to be present for them for these 2 days. And I saw some fruits on the way, this sugar cane that was calling my name, and out of self-love I got some. And then as soon as I was about to finish it, I saw the mangoes and I was like, okay, well, get some mangoes too, right? And I got some mangoes and I shared with the kids and with that, and I got the cabbage and I took my time. It was such a beautiful stroll to the market and just communing with nature. That was self-love, because I really love that. And so when daddy said, do I drop you off? I said no. And I found my way back home, right? And I got some food, and this is the village and it's so lovely, so organic. And yep, I had the kitchen to myself and I prepared it and I laid out daddy's own with so much love. He's diabetic, so I had to take out his own before I put spicing on the other food. And then, well, we sat on the table. Daddy has always loved sitting on the table to eat, and I learned that from him, and I love that. So it's also a time to commune. And when we finish, I remember daddy bought me 4 eggs in the morning for breakfast. So I'm going to have the 2 remaining ones this morning. I got up, it's so cold and I'm all wrapped up. That's a way of expressing love to myself. So I'm learning and I'm just so grateful for it all. Yes, bringing the books I love wherever I go to, that's a way of expressing love. Receiving this from my son, thanking me for the love I show him. Oh my goodness, it just melts my heart. I am so grateful. Like, he's not even 13 and we can communicate this way. We can express our love like this. Sending these pictures to my sister and she just replied, "Choop." That's love, because we know each other, right? And so I was just trying to pull her legs with the pictures, and then she replied in a way that is going to let me know, I see you, I know you. I get you. It's just so beautiful, Papa. And I just want to thank you that I'm learning all of this throughout this journey. And that, yep, I'm going to marry a man like my daddy, and I'm going to love him in a completely humble and gentle and patient way, bearing with one another in love. I give you all the glory for everything. Help us, oh Lord. Amen.